Hello everyone, welcome back to another My tutorial. This is our emo girl we've been working on for a little while. We have the leg, oops, I just clicked on the scan, go ahead and pop that over to reference. Get the leg finished out next, or last time. We had torso kind of finished up as well. I was examining the torso afterwards, and I kind of realized that somehow the torso got up a little bit. I think it's just because she's sideways or slightly standing at an angle on this side over here. So on this side it probably matches fine, but over here doesn't quite match up. And I think that since this is the low point, it looks like she's leaning on this leg, and this leg is kind of bowed out. And I'm actually going to bring this down, kind of average crotch area about here, and just kind of bring the socket down a little bit. I think that would make sense. So just going to adjust this a little bit. Okay. That's about right. I mean, obviously the crotch shouldn't go below the skirt, so that should be a good stopping point. I'm going to grab these guys here, just kind of fold them in slightly, match them up with the skin. Okay, now I'm ready to kind of bring this up a little further and start getting this ready to be connected in. So I'm going to grab this guy and I'm going to extrude it up. Rotate slightly. Okay. So before I connect this in though, I need to finish up the shoe. So that at least matches up now to where it's close to the body in here, and I can now visualize this a little better.
And the last thing you take off. Why
grab
would you
these
settle
two
for
and
anything
isolate
less
them,
than
and
the best feeling underwear on the planet?
the body's going to work
MeUndies
a
will
little
deliver
more
your new
proportion.
favorite pair of underwear right to your door. It's made with a
So
fabric
that's
that is scientifically
about
proven
ready
to
to
be
go.
3 times softer than cotton. Now, if they aren't the most comfortable, best feeling undies you've ever had, they'll refund you and let you keep your first
Go ahead and
pair
keep
for
on
free.
working on this guy
Shipping is
here.
free,
So
and for a
the
limited
shoes,
time,
those are
listeners
going
to
to
this
be
station get
a bit of an
20% off
animal.
their first
I'm
order.
going to go
But you
ahead and
have to
turn
go
this
to
back onto a live surface now.
MeUndies.com/Pandora. That's MeUndies.com/Pandora.
There we go. So I need to be able to inset them into so get these rays from the boots. So I'm going to grab these guys and just push them down a little further into it. Then I'll do my my quad draw tool again here. Get right back into it. Alright, so modeling toolkit, jump back into my quad draw here. Go ahead and start building up this area. Target weld that one, that one, that one. Oh, here comes my dog, he heard me in here. I'll just keep moving my way around the outside here. I've kind of learned that doing them one at a time tends to have a better effect than laying out all the points and then filling them in. Otherwise you end up having trying to give you too many options when you really only want the one option laid out for yourself. And just bring these ones up to the edge. Nope, that's good enough for me. Alright, so now I gotta work down the back side of the boot, so I'll just do the same thing I've been doing before. I'm just go like so. I know I'm gonna need a little bit more geometry to define that curve there, but for now, I'm not gonna deal with that until after I get blocked in, I can just drop it into the flush edge loops to help me define that. Okay. So there is a couple details about this scan that were lost when it was buffed. But I have the sculpture, so I know, like, you know, where the laces need to be, where the tongue's gonna come out, and stuff like that, and some of the details that are just being lost, like the soul and all that. So I'm not really worried about that at the moment, but something that I'll pop in, and you may not know if you'll see it on the scan, but it's just because I can see it on the model. Do one of these maneuvers where we walk in a bunch of geometry, and then I drop in the edge loops I need. So all I'm doing to add in these edge loops. If you hold down Control, then left mouse button click, it activates the Insert Edge Loop tool underneath the quad draw. That makes it to where I don't have to go over here and find the Insert Edge Loop tool. Just does both those for us. Then I can just fill in the holes here, like the Infinite Polygon tool would do. Doing good. Let's go ahead and finish up the side over here. Now this other bit is going to slightly start getting in the way, but I'll just do my best to work around it. Okay, so now I can go through and actually bridge the lower parts and then fill in the top parts. Oops, that one, that one, that one.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Add an edge loop there. That one and that one. Alright, looking good there. Do the same thing to this side. Might want to turn off X-ray so this back part here isn't distracting me. I do want to see that top part here, so I'll build in the first one, and I can do it from here. Down. Okay, we'll block this in really quick. I'm going to get up here where these all need to connect in. Turn on X-ray now and see how many more edges I need. Looks like 2. Not too bad, so I'll just drop in an edge loop there, block in these 2 spots, and there we go. X-ray back off. Okay, so moving forward here, now I'm going to start working around the front of this boot. Okay, so I want to use this loop here to kind of start defining some of this. I want to add in an extra piece of geometry, but I need to make sure it isn't spiraling. It might be. It's trying to. So I'll just put this up a little bit. That one up. Okay, so yeah, that's better. So it really shouldn't be spiraling, but it can start to spiral if you're not careful. by spiraling is what I mean is that instead of the geometry running in loops, it doesn't ever actually connect to the front, it just goes down a layer as it goes around. And you end up with this perpetual spiral that eventually will, like, you know, you'll feel button back into itself. But when you run an edge loop, it goes all the way to the bottom of your mesh, which makes it to where it's not something you can really work with. At least not with edge loops. And that's just a pain in the butt. Take it from me. Okay, looks like I'm going to need to actually raise this up a little bit. Connect this part here. Okay. Maybe I'll go like this. Do these top ones first. Connect to the bottom ones. That's okay. I know this is where the shoelaces are going to be at. I'm going to add that geometry in later. I just need to block this in and then I can extrude off the straps. That being said, I do need enough geometry in here to be able to do the tongue. We'll see if I end up having a problem with that. Because I haven't done this front part yet. Might end up with an issue with how much geometry I actually have in the front here to connect to. But I can always end up working the geometry back down into itself. It's just one of those things that you try to avoid from to that out. So let's just go here and here, and then we'll connect that spot. Okay, so now it's connected in. Let's use that one for the moment. Okay, so that works. Triangle, I believe. Yep. Okay. So do that last one there. That piece of geometry there. Connect this one. Let's run this one down to here. And this one will make it right there. And then connect up over here. And it still gives us this triangle here, so I'll go up and edge loop over there. Push this back, and that can I'll go edge loop mode and push this down just a little bit. Isolate those ones we got going on here. Alright. It's looking okay. Don't be bothered by the resolution. I can always go through and extrude stuff in, add more geometry, but with this scan we're just doing an initial blocking. Okay, get the quad draw here. Same deal, we're just going to work this up into the tongue. Actually, let's go ahead and do what we're doing on this side, which is grab this part, and let's it up over here. 1, 2, 3. Back. Alright. We want to have one more piece of geometry that's going to run up the side here. It's going to connect with this piece. That will run down into here. This will help us define the edge flow of our tongue.
That's Alessandra Cohen, one of the youngest yodelers on the internet. The internet changed how talent's discovered, and now CenturyLink is changing how you get internet. We'll help you find the speed you need to surf, stream, or become an internet sensation yourself. Visit CenturyLink.com/internet, and for a limited time, qualifying orders get free activation and equipment shipping.
Okay,
Service
so
and
let's see
offer
what
not
that
available
wants to do.
everywhere. Available to new residential customers who sign up at CenturyLink.com/internet only. Restrictions apply. See website for details.
Hey, Peter. Where is everybody?
Subway.
What's going on at Subway?
Something about $6 footlongs. I think Monday was the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. They said today's Italian BMT Thursday?
Really?
Yep. People can't stop talking about it.
$6 footlongs, huh?
A different one, every day of the week.
I'll be right back.
Wait, but Bill, your meatloaf!
Not interested.
The $6 footlong sub of the day. A great value from a better Subway. At participating restaurants, extras additional plus tax, prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. No additional discounts or coupons applied.
Come on, move. Oh, so this is the spiral I was telling you about. This now spirals inward. That's hopefully not going to be a problem. Try to fix that. Triangle down here. Which means this whole face needs to go. Let's go ahead and see how that's looking. Okay, so that here, this one here needs to have an edge loop that comes around. Alright, so let's go ahead and fix this. We got a triangle here that, let's see. Okay. Let's go over here, we'll just cut this one, and we'll just run it down here. I'll keep this into a quad. Keep that a quad. Keep that a quad. We'll cut it right here. Like that. So, put it enter, and we'll go to face mode, and I'll delete off this face and this face, and I'll make it to where I can now append this part here. And I'll make it to where this now runs down and into the boot, so that should be able to work for us. Okay, let's keep going forward here. Jump back into our quad draw, turn off isolate select, and let's keep moving forward. Guess we're holding off on that last one, looks like. Let's take that edge flow that's going on here. Okay, that's looking okay. Just go up and over. Build all that in. Doing good there. If I drop this in here, it spirals. So this creates us more of an issue, so we gotta actually edit some of this geometry to make sure it works. Okay, so let's lower this line down so it kind of matches with what's going on down here. Okay, so there's that. Now I can, yep, that'll work. Go ahead and fill this one in, fill that one in. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it does work. It's still a quad. Yeah, that'll be okay. Go back to object mode here. Let's go ahead and isolate this guy again. Okay, looking okay. Let's unisolate it, go back to our quad draw, or I'm sorry, quad draw. There we go. Add a little bit more geometry there, suck that in a little bit. Okay. That's good. Okay, now we gotta fill in the bottom part of the shoe. So let's go ahead and isolate that one more time. These are flat bottoms, so I need to go to edge mode and select the entire edge here. And I'll just go to my scale mode, turn on scale, and I'm going to use the green scale tool just to flatten out the bottom of this boot here. Okay, perfect. Now I need to bridge the bottom because I don't want a hollow bottom here. So I need to do an edge count, figure out how many edges I have to bridge this guy together. So 1, 2, I'm going to start from, let's say, this space right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so 11 on the side, which means that I want to have, let's try doing, let's try doing 9 on each side. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6. There's more on the back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives us 1, 2, 3 in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that will work. Let's go ahead and just try a bridge and see if that happens. I think I didn't miscount. Okay, so let's go ahead and bridge it. There we go. And I need there to be 2 divisions. That's all this left mouse button. Drag this until I have my 2. Okay, so now you can see there's going to be 1 bridge, or 1 weld there, 1 weld there, 1 weld there. That will handle that. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so go ahead and exit out of this. Go to target weld, and I'll just target weld the middle one. Take care of that. Same thing on this side. Just go to the middle one, and this is everything. Let's say I have a couple holes in the back I forgot to get to. No worries there. I'll just go to my appended polygon and just fill in these holes really quick. If you hit G, it'll repeat the last command, which is what I'm doing right now. There we go. Alright, so right now it's not the perfect looking boot, I know. None of the base mesh is totally refined yet, so we still got a ways to go. But this is blocking the shape, so then I can go through and refine the stuff as I go forward. Alright, so let's go ahead. We got about 4 minutes left. Let's start to get this thing ready to be attached in now. Alright, so I'm going to, and let's go ahead and smooth preview this and see what we're looking at in that regard. So under smooth preview, actually it doesn't look too bad. Leg is still pretty skinny, but yeah, we can add some volume to it. And her legs are skinny and skinny, so there's much you can do about that. We want to stay true. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and isolate these 2. Now I need to do another edge count here. I need to see how many edges I have on my leg and compare them to how many edges I have over here on my torso. So on my leg, let's see here, I got like 1, let's start over here. Starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 11 edges. Let's see about over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15. Okay, so I'm just going to drop out some of the edges that are on down here. Let's go with those 2 to begin with. You delete edge vertex. I'll drop those out. Maybe drop this one out. Okay. Alright, so I gotta turn the live surface off again. Let's go turn back off isolate select, and let's go to our channel box and just turn our scan on the reference, and for now let's turn off visibility. I'm going to go ahead and also clear out the history here on my 2 surfaces. Clean up our all of our long input list. Okay. So before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and attach this stuff in. Let's go ahead and save. It's been a little while. So save scene as, and I'm going to call this one Retop Part 3. Okay. Continue. Alright. Good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go to object mode, take both these guys, and we have to combine them so that we can start to weld these together.
Whether that's the spring getaway kind of Honda,
okay, so
or the perfect Honda for you.
easy ones first.
Right now, qualified buyers can get 0.9%
I'm going to take this
APR
edge here. I'm going to start to kind of rotate it a little bit and scale it to where it will.
See dealer for financing details. For more information,
maybe I should have a soft select on too, and have it influence the legs so that some of these lower vertexes come with me. No, I don't want white. Let's just go with. Looks like it's gonna. Never mind. Because what I was gonna do was move this all over, but it's actually affecting the geometry I combined it with now, so that's not gonna work. Let's go ahead and bring this back a little bit. Yeah, maybe I'll just grab all of this and just slightly move it back. adjusting the shape of the leg just a little bit. It's so skinny, it's gonna have trouble connecting into the hip. So, all right, now we can go to our target weld. Back to our modeling toolkit, we'll just activate target weld, and we'll start to stitch some of this stuff together. So let's start with the inside of the leg this time. I know that the outside seems like it makes the most sense because it has solid connections. So let's go ahead and we'll start right here. Grab these two. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go ahead and so we have a triangle here, so much of it. Oh no, that's just one that route. Has to go the other way. As expected, I did miscount, so I have a couple extra edges here I still gotta get rid of, or I have to add in some geometry. So if I want to use the quad draw tool and I want to drop in an edge loop, what would that do? That will create more of a problem though. That's will run the other way, right? Just gonna drop this here. Maybe not. It does though, it makes it work. Yeah, I don't like doing that this late in the game. Alright, so what I'm gonna do then, let's see if I can correct some of the edge flow here and use that to use the pin polygon tool here. Okay, so that creates me a triangle that I have to deal with now. Okay. So if I want to get rid of this triangle, then I need to use more geometry really. I can create another loop going this way. So let's go ahead and use the multi-cut tool. Just cut one, goes over here. That's what it's doing. It's not doing what I want. Okay, let's start over here where it has a solid point. Go from here, here, to here, and to here. Okay, and then I can just go to face mode, select this face here, and delete it. And then I can go back to my pen to polygon and draw in. Adjust this edge a little bit because it looks kind of wonky since I had to adjust the edge flow there. I think that might fly. I might have to grab this edge here and pull it up just slightly. Maybe scale them together. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay, try that. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on. Where this vertex here needs to move over a little bit. Okay, now we're into it. So, look like. Alright, let me try a different approach here. Let's see if we can just use our sculpt geometry tool as using this app. I'm just holding shift and clicking on this. It's just smoothing out the rough spots of this geometry. And, you know, sometimes when you're spinning in 3D, it looks fine at one angle and you spin around like, oh, it's got too much of a rise on it. Okay. Alright, we're at 36 minutes. We finished off the leg. It's still attached. It's attached to the torso, but we do still have some adjustments we need to make. There needs to be a little bit more geometry here for the movement that's been going on here. But overall, we're making some good progress here. We can go ahead and test out our mirror here and see what we're looking at again. As long as we finish the project, see what we're dealing with. Okay, if we go to normals and soften the edge. There we go. Making some good progress. Obviously, like I said, her arms seem to be a lot longer. We're going to deal with that a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and bring back our scan. See how we're doing there. Okay, so the height's all right. Legs are good. We'll adjust the torso and all that to be a little bit more defined next lesson as well. So we still have a little ways to go, but we're making some good progress here, guys. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next lesson.